Last supplementary on this, Dr. Kalpana Saini. No, please. नहीं, माननीय चड्ढा जी ने नहीं लिया था सप्लीमेंट्री अपना. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 नाउ श्री मनोज कुमार झा जी. माननीय मंत्री जी.
इसने सर अभी बोला कहां से?
नहीं, अभी सवाल के लिए.
हाँ.
तो लेट मी कंप्लीट फर्स्ट फॉर्मेलिटी, उसके बाद पहला सप्लीमेंट्री अब आप पूछे. आप
नहीं, मैं शुक्रिया अदा इसलिए मैं परेशान था कि वक्त ना चला जाए.
पर्याप्त वक्त है.
थैंक यू सर.
नहीं, फर्स्ट सप्लीमेंट्री वो पूछ रहे हैं. यू आर हियर जस्ट.
माननीय उपसभापति जी, आपके माध्यम से माननीय मंत्री जी, अभी आज मैं देख रहा था कि इस विषय पर तमाम सदस्यों ने अपनी चिंता व्यक्त की है और वो देश की सामूहिक चिंता है. मुझे अफसोस के साथ पहली सप्लीमेंट्री आने से पहले कहूं कि एक रिपोर्ट लीक होती है, टेलीविजन डिबेट्स में पायलट को विलेन बना दिया जाता है. वो बेचारे दुनिया में आके कहेंगे नहीं कि हम गुनहगार हैं या कोई टेक्निकल मैलफंक्शन. खैर, मेरा पहला है कि जब FAA की यूएस फेडरल एविएशन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की 2018 और यूके की सिविल एविएशन अथॉरिटी ने ये सारे एडवाइजरी पहले जारी की थे फ्यूल स्विच सिस्टम की. अभी हाल में आपने खास करके बोइंग 737 और 787 एयरक्राफ्ट के लिए मैंडेटरी किया है कि आप उसकी ऑडिट करिए, उसकी सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी मैकेनिज्म को चेक कीजिए. माय क्वेश्चन इज, यू हैव दिस इनपुट इन 2018, since 2018, in 2024, why does it take a crash of this nature to do what should have been done in a routine way? Thank you.
Sir, your question also has the answer. In a routine way, all these checks are already done. When there is a directive that is issued, then there is a special check that is done. But in terms of all the equipment that is there, according to the protocol that is listed, all the checks are thoroughly done. It is not that only when they say that this has to be checked, there is a special check that is done. All the fuel switches, all the cockpit, all the tires, everything get checked very robustly, very regularly. That is why we have a very tough process. But taking an advance, like you said, we wanted to be more thorough. All checking has been duly happening from that time. And what you have mentioned, what the FAA has done also, there are two types of directives. That is, one is the AD, which is the Airworthiness Directive, which is a mandatory that all the other state regulators, they all follow. But what you have mentioned right now is a special airworthiness information bulletin, which is not a mandatory thing. Like you said, if necessary, then the state regulator can do it. But at that point of time, the regulator also took a call that this is not a mandatory thing, and we, in our process of ensuring safety, we have a very good, robust process. So there is not a special check that is required because it was not a mandatory thing that was advised. But after the report has come, we have taken that also into cognizance to ensure that there is further, because like you said, these reports that have come. But I can show you 150 reports where every possible angle that the report can be, everything is already listed. कोई भी अगर report आ जाता तो आप बोल सकते थे कि ये तो पहले ही आ चुका है. So they have written every possible angle, right from the Western media to everyone. So that you can't just point out to one, say that this has been leaked. Because all the reports, I have 10 different angles which are written, which are now not coming out, not being discussed, because they are not touching this topic. But had it touched another topic, another report would have come ki isne already ye likha hai. So this has been right because of the interest that has been there. This has been going on right from day one itself, multiple theories, multiple angles, multiple stories. That is why I have once again, it's an appeal made by the AIB through myself also, I'll make it again to the House, and through you to the larger section of the country also, is to maintain patience until the final report comes out. And we want the truth to be coming out, and we have to give that much space for our AIB also to work. And that is what I request.
Second supplementary, माननीय झा जी.
शुक्रिया उप सभापति जी. जब मैंने कहा था कि ये रिपोर्ट्स आपके पास थी, एडवाइजरी थी, तो इन्होंने कहा कि आपके प्रश्न में ही आपका जवाब है. वो मैं एक विडंबना का जिक्र कर रहा था. इट वाज अ स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड ऑन आयरनी, an unfortunate irony, not a plain statement. Having said that, थोड़ा background में sir. Having said that, I'm also aware, like all of you, my friends here, that the duopoly, this Airbus, Boeing, we are aware at the global scale. Let's not get into that. What is important? The in-house mechanism, nearly 50% of sanction posts in DGCA are vacant. Doesn't it affect DGCA's capacity? Particularly, I repeat, particularly when during the search, during the investigation, many newspapers reported this, that why such anomalies, ऐसी विसंगतियां तब क्यों बाहर आती हैं जब एक बड़ा हादसा गुजरता है, हादसा हो बैठता है और फिर उसके बाद हम जागने की कोशिश करते हैं. Vacancies and sanctions.
Sir, like I've said, the vacancies have been created because it was a request from the ministry. Now, with the growth that we have seen in civil aviation, we wanted more people within the DGCA. And these posts have been posts have been created in the last 2 years only. And the process, right, it's not that when you say that why are they vacant, it is not that we have stopped from recruiting. Right from the day they were created, we have started the process. It is a continuous process. It has to go through various cycles of recruitment also. And the only thing that I wanted to mention so that everyone knows a little bit about what is happening in this recruitment is that this is a very specific pool of people that we are trying to recruit. It is not that we have extensive pool of people. These are subject matter experts, especially in aviation. We are trying to pick up senior people that we are trying to pick up and who have a demand internationally and in other wings also. And we have a lot of people coming in from Air Force and they have their own preferences also. So there is a limited pool that we are trying to work with, and we have done every single, in fact, we have put in more effort to do this. That is why I have also mentioned that in the last year, 103 posts which have been recruited was the highest ever. Because we wanted to speed up the process, we wanted to ensure that DGCA, the posts that are created is well equipped and it is full of the people that have to be recruited and no vacancies. It is an ongoing process. This year we are committed to take in 190 more, and also in the future all the posts are being worked out in such a way that no vacancies, the situation of no vacancies does not arise.
First supplementary, Mani Sanjay Singh, not present. Mani Sri Raghav Chadha.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, India's civil aviation sector is booming, no doubt. But it appears that the regulator, the DGCA, which is the backbone of the sector, is cracking up under pressure. I say this because it is understaffed, it is underfunded, and it lacks autonomy. Sir, Parliamentary Standing Committee की रिपोर्ट बताती है कि वर्ष 2024 में टेक्निकल पोस्ट में ओवरऑल वैकेंसीज की बात नहीं कर रहा, डीजीसीए के अंदर टेक्निकल पोस्ट में 55% की वैकेंसी है. टेक्निकल पोस्ट का काम क्या होता है सर? एयर सेफ्टी इंस्पेक्शन, पैसेंजर सेफ्टी, पायलट लाइसेंसिंग, एयरक्राफ्ट मेंटेनेंस और एयर वर्दीनेस. सर ये शॉर्टेज नहीं, ये क्राइसिस है. और मुझे लगता है सर देयर इज नो, थैंक यू सर. सर सवाल पे आ रहा हूं दैट देयर इज नो मार्जिन ऑफ एरर इन द स्काइज. तो मेरा माननीय मंत्री जी से सर आपके माध्यम से सवाल है कि हम एक डीजीसीए को सेबी जो एक फाइनेंशियल मार्केट का इंडिपेंडेंट रेगुलेटर है और ट्राई जो टेलीकॉम सेक्टर का एक इंडिपेंडेंट रेगुलेटर है, ऐसा ही एक ऑटोनॉमस स्टैट्यूटरी बॉडी में क्यों नहीं तब्दील करते? और दूसरा टेक्निकल पोस्ट की वैकेंसी कब तक भरी जाएगी?
प्लीज, थैंक यू.